Hey guys, and welcome back. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Today I'm doing a get it all done with me, get stuff done while Sydney's still in school. This was the last week that my child was in preschool and I was kind of rushing to get some things done. I wanted to go ahead and clean the deck from the winter. It was just beyond green and ready to be cleaned. I wanted to also share with you guys my bubble braid tutorial in this video because when I wore my hair like this a few days ago, I got so many requests to share a tutorial. It'll probably be the worst tutorial you've ever seen, but I am sharing that in today's video. I also needed to do a quick refrigerator clean out and organization, food prep, and little teacher's gifts. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and get some motivation and inspiration from it. It definitely helps me to stay motivated and organized, and I wanted to kind of be prepared going into the first few days of, Sydney being home from school and summer break and whatnot, and just kind of have our ducks in a row before we start our life again. So like I said, this was Sydney's last week of school and it was pretty hectic. There was something going on every single day of the week. This day was Monday when I was filming this and it was crazy hair day. Sydney has been dying to have her hair colored ever since I mentioned hair chalk one day. So I ran out to Target and I found the cheapest, pretty horrible quality kit, but it was only $10 and Sydney was obsessed. So I did her hair in a little like ponytails kind of going down and colored the tips with the hair chalk, and she thought it looked like a unicorn's mane. So she was so stoked for it and thought it was the coolest, and all the kids thought it was cool because she had colored hair. So that's what I was doing this morning before I started out, doing my housework and whatnot. Mom life calls, and it's honestly the best. Can you guys remember when you were kids and at school they would have these special days or like Spirit Week and whatnot? I just thought it was the best, and I always wanted to be so festive and fun. And so I love that now my child is doing this, and it's just so heartwarming. So she was so pumped about this, and I am so thankful that it washed out that night it washed right out. So I was very appreciative of that. My deck was in need of a little TLC, a lot of TLC. It gets stained every single winter and fall from all the leaves. We have a big oak tree and group of bunch trees around us. As you can see, the lighting is pretty distracting in these clips because we have lots of trees and wind and whatnot. Anyway, so with that comes lots of green, lots of messes, and my child plays in dirt a lot, so some of her toys and water and dirt and whatnot had accumulated. So I've decided to finally tackle this and take everything off of the deck. First, I started with sweeping it off. I do have a leaf blower. Unfortunately, it was not charged and I had no patience to charge it. So I just went ahead and swept off all of the debris and things from the trees, the dirt and whatnot off of it first. And then I went ahead and removed everything, all of the furniture and the rugs and whatnot. This space, unfortunately, does not get used as much as I would probably love for it to get used because it's so nice and quiet and private back here, but it does have a lot of bugs and doesn't get a whole lot of sun. So I don't know, we have to do something about that, but I do love it back here because it's nice and peace and quiet. I had just done my workout for the morning. I went for a walk and run, and then I went to go scrub the deck, and it was so hard. So I definitely have a new appreciation for laborers, for people who like paint and do these things for a living, like carpenters and whatnot, because it was a lot of work. So I ended up just filling up a bucket of water with some dish soap, like non-toxic dish soap. And then I had this deck brush and I just scrubbed as much as I could. So I don't have a pressure washer, but if I did, I probably would use this. I'm not quite sure. It is a painted deck, so I'm not sure if a pressure washer would work or not. It'd probably be a whole lot easier and more effective, but nonetheless, I used a lot of elbow grease to scrub all of the green, like algae, kind of like, I don't even know if it was algae, but all of the stuff off the deck. And I think it came out so much better. It was not perfect. Then I went ahead and sprayed the deck down with my hose and kind of pushed the dirty water off. This, I would not hire myself. My method of doing this was definitely not as effective or efficient as I'm sure most people's would be. It worked though. I scrubbed all of the green off. I rinsed it off as best as I could and then scrubbed some more. So a lot of elbow grease went into this, and I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. I ended up letting it dry for the most part, and I went ahead and did my hair because I was filming my Cook With Me, which you guys probably saw on Tuesday. I posted a Cook With Me, and I wore my bubble braids, and so I went ahead and just did my hair, got myself ready for the day, and then put all of the furniture back on the deck. So I'm sure you guys know I don't ever do hair tutorials because I never do much with my hair. I'm not that great at doing it, but I had done these bubble braids a few days ago, and I've got a lot of requests to do a tutorial on this. It is silly easy, like so easy to do. What I did was just split my hair into two sections as if I was doing French braids. So two sections, and then all you do is create little ponytails going down each side. So I use a little rat tail comb. I think it's called that. Either a rat tail comb or I just use my nails, and I didn't even look at the back of it because it doesn't have to be precise. It can just be messy and wild. So I just created little ponytails. Okay, so one little one. And then what I did was for the next ponytail was gather up the hair in another section, and the ponytail from my first section, I included it in the hair in the next section. Does that make sense? You probably saw what I did. This is why I don't do hair tutorials, because I am so bad at explaining what I'm doing. Hopefully you can visually see as I'm like whacking things around me because I speak with my hands as I'm filming the voiceover here. So don't mind me. And I like to make the sections about 1 inch apart. I found about 1 inch is when it makes the best bubbles and like the best effect. If you do a little larger, it might not bubble as well. And so that's all you do is you gather the hair in the new section, including the ponytail from the above section. Does that make any sense at all? I'm not sure. You can see what I'm doing here. And then I move all the way down and leave about 1 inch or 2 inches of hair at the bottom. And then from there, all you do is take the hair and pull it apart essentially, and then that creates the bubble effect. You can also, you can see what I'm doing here. You just pull it apart and then it creates that bubble effect, and then pull the elastic up. So that's all you do. It's super simple. You repeat it for both sides. And I love this style for the summer because it keeps the hair off of my neck and also kind of makes me look a little bit more put together than just a ponytail or a bun or whatnot. If you are feeling like you want to go to a pool party, but you also don't want to be a sweaty hot mess, this might be it for you. So if you go ahead and try it, definitely tag me on Instagram and let me know. I love seeing you guys when you recreate things that I've done, or if I inspire you on something. So tag me, don't forget.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to.
Next up on the to-do list was tackling my refrigerator and getting it organized and getting rid of anything that had expired and just kind of restocking things to make sure that I know what I have for inventory in there. I recently got the opportunity to work with Sam's Club, so I had this giant fruit and cheese platter that was kind of taking over everything. I had this giant watermelon I wanted to go ahead and cut up. Sydney's been begging me to cut it up for the last couple of days, so I went ahead and did that, and then used my Dawn Power Wash. You guys, I'm obsessed with this stuff. It is so good. I use it on shoes. I use it on refrigerators, on everything. So I went ahead and just wiped down all of the shelves and threw out anything that was expired and reorganized it.
So you are like me, wanna be free like a summer night. I'm feeling down, I don't know why. What an alibi. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go that fast. I need this night to last. Slow it down. Slow it down.
So because I've been staying sort of on top of my refrigerator, you guys know I've organized this thing so many times on my channel, but that's life, it happens. I was pleasantly surprised though, because not many things were expired. A lot of my stuff was new. It was just kind of buried in there and not organized. So I just realized how much I actually had. Instead of feeling like I had to go to the grocery store, I discovered how much food I actually had. So I ended up taking this platter from Sam's Club and separating that into different containers. And then I filled my drink section here. I have a decent amount of storage going on in my garage from just going to Sam's Club and the grocery store and kind of stocking up here and there. And so I was able to kind of replenish my supply, which always makes me feel so good to have a nice stocked refrigerator. And then Sydney can grab and go with snacks, and I have, fruit for the morning and snacks and whatnot, instead of having to be unorganized and cluttered. It just makes me feel so much better, and Sydney can see exactly what we have, so she can ask for a specific snack and have it be healthy instead of just grabbing for whatever is in the pantry that might not be so healthy.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Moving on to cutting up this giant watermelon. This is about as graceful as Kendall Jenner cutting a cucumber. I had to use several containers, but honestly, this watermelon from Sam's Club was the best. It is not mealy. I am so picky with my watermelon, and this is the most perfect, ripe, seedless, huge, juicy watermelon. It's so good. I don't know. My method of cutting up a watermelon changes every time. This seems to work best for me, is cutting off the rind first if I am not doing the triangles. I ended up mixing it up. I did some cubes, some triangles. I had so much watermelon, I didn't know what to do with it, but luckily we have neighbors who love watermelon and who have children who also eat it like it's going out of style. And so I just ended up cutting this up. We have tons of food and fruit and things in the fridge now. And like I said previously, I felt like I needed to go grocery shopping because I had no food.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered.
So something that has made my life a whole lot easier as a parent has been meal prepping, food prepping, like cutting up your fruits and vegetables and ingredients, and then prepping breakfast ahead of time or having things in the freezer for grab and go snacks and meals. And so I have made these pancake muffins, or pancake bites, if you will, many, many times since Sydney was young, and I've shared it here as well. I love doing them because they are so easy. You can store them in the freezer, you can store them at room temperature for a little bit as well, and just pop them in the microwave the morning of, or have them as a snack, and you can add in whatever mix-ins that you feel like. I had frozen raspberries on hand, and so that's all I did for this batch, and she's going to be so excited, so she can have some for breakfast in the morning or for snacks. And these are the Kodiak pancake mix, so all you do is add water, and it has protein, so that's a plus, and bake them at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes or so. Just keep an eye on them. So easy.
Nothing matters, stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever.
And the last thing on the list for today was making these little thank you letters for the teacher. I found these on Google, and I'm having Sydney fill them out. And then I added a little Target gift card, because who doesn't like Target? And so Sydney's going to fill these out, and they're going to be so cute and personal, and we will give them to her teachers on graduation day. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Look forward to my next one on Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys on Instagram daily. And then I'll talk to you in the next video. Otherwise,